Hey everybody, welcome back to Bell Ann Craft Studio. We are going to pick up on part 2 of putting this journal together, and I gave it some thought, and I think I want to make it into a cookbook slash journal, somewhere where you can create recipes and put some maybe from family heirlooms in this journal. This is going to be exciting. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move what I have out the way. I've got some things here that I'm going to use in this journal, and these are the ones that we had created before. And this paper bag, I'm going to cover it. Now you can cover it in anything you want. I want stability and sturdiness, if you remember. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this up, and I'm going to utilize that as well. But first I'm going to go ahead and I am going to take our cover. Of course, I have the cereal box side, and then I have the cardboard side. Okay, either side you choose, it's fine. The purpose of this is just that it's very sturdy. Okay, the cardboard on this is what I'm looking for to give some stability to the journal. Okay, now I'm going to utilize my craft mat here, and I'm wanting it to line up here. If you want it to line up here, that's fine, but I am wanting to utilize the lines that I have on this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself about maybe an eighth of an inch there. Again, you don't have to worry about what side is what. We're going to make it work out good. It's going to turn beautiful. If you have not subscribed already and you're just coming to hang out with us and craft with us, please hit the like and share and subscribe button. You're always welcome to come and hang out with us. You're always welcome. I'm going to get something here that I'm going to utilize to keep that gap. Okay, now again I moved my mat, and this is for me. I mean, I can't put a straight line without it. Okay, go ahead and put, and that is roughly there where I want that to be. And let's see, y'all bear with me, I'm getting crooked here. Okay, and that looks pretty good. I mean, I know it's not going to be perfect, but you don't want a crazy line here, and it's not going to work. So what I'm going to do is I am going to utilize this Amazon packaging, and I'm going to put this over top. So what I want to do is I'm going to fold this in half, and what this does is it gives me a central center to what I'm going to, or where I want to put it. So you can place it here, whatever, if it's over this way or this way, whatever works, but this is just for how I'm going to do it. Okay, now what I am going to do is I'm going to, let's see, I had that glue. Plastic to paper with the 3-in-1 works good. I did some experimenting. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put some double-sided tape just for... Okay, let's do that. I know I lined that up, but y'all know what? It's going to be alright. Sometimes you get into craft and you think, okay, I got this. It's going to work fine. Everything's going to be okay. You get that okay, it's going to be fine working for you. And then turn around and you craft and like, it didn't turn out that way. It didn't work the way I had planned. But that's okay. It's part of creativity. Okay? I'm going to put this down for approximation where I want that to go. So you can see here. Okay, that'll work. I'm going to go one more. This is the size of double-sided tape I have on hand right now. So we're going to use that. I say whatever adhesive you want to use, you go right ahead. That's fine. Alright, I'm going to grab my little scrapey tool here, and I'm going to pull from the inside out, in a sense. Okay, and I'm going to pull this out, and y'all know I got my little trash can here off on the side here. Okay, so what I want to do here is I'm going to put this where I think I want that to go, and I see that line right here in the middle, so I can pretty much square that up where I think it would go. So I'm going to utilize, let me lay that down. I'm going to utilize that line, if you can see that line in the craft mat right there. And why I do that, because I want to put this somewhere in the middle. I get you. Everybody does it different. I'm not mad at you. You go ahead and do what's comfortable for you. But when I craft, this is how my brain works, and this is how I'm going to do it. Again, it don't have to be all perfect and all that like. Okay, so we're going to put that down, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm pulling up the last two. Okay. I hope everybody's doing good today. I know that things are kind of hard in the world, but you know what? If things are hard in the world, pick up your Bible, pray, pick up your little crafting supplies, and get busy. Alright, I'm smoothing it down. Right? This one had a round one. I can utilize the back side, which is straight. Okay, so now I have roughly where I'm going to put the next one, but I can still pull this up right here. See? But it's still on the side. So let's put some tape on the spine real quick. And alright. I've been pretty occupied. I have a ministry, and I've been doing Bible studies, and usually at the end of the month I have a newsletter that I put out, and I'll be doing that the next day or two. For September, if you're interested, check out the show notes below and go to the ministry website and sign up, and I'll sure send you one. Take a look around, what's going on, and I'd love to have you. Alright, so I'm pulling this down. Again, I want to do one side at a time. Okay? This is just me. This is my crafting time, and y'all coming along and watching me do this, and hopefully something I do inspires you. Maybe there's something that you've done before and I haven't done before, or vice versa, you know. I'll line that up to the edge, and of course my spine wants to misbehave here, and I am going to utilize that spine. Okay, I want that spine to move freely. Okay, and I'm going to get it as close as I can. Let me find that little piece of cardboard I had. Looks good to me. And you can butt it up there. That looks fine. Of course, I know it moved, but what I'm doing is I'm looking at that and just making sure that's the depth or the width that I want. It's not going to be perfect. I guarantee you. Nope. Sure ain't. Alright. Alright. So approximately somewhat around that right there. Alright, so now I'm going to take this and I'm going to lay it over. Oops, it's going to work. It's going to move. I don't want that. Okay. I say that's a go. Now I got my line here. Get my little scrapey tool and I'm going to work from the middle out. Okay. That really will stick. Okay. It really will. Now you can check it. Look at that. This is where it all happens right here. Now I am going to pull this side up and do the same thing on the other side. And for me, doing it this way helps to keep everything as aligned as possible. Now pull from the middle, push out, and then go ahead and stick it down. Okay? Alright. Now, I want to be able to do these with you, and I can run my finger here and I could tell you that has some really good give. Now that's going to kind of sort of bend this way, but we're going to try our best to go the other way, but it'll work. It'll be fine. Now let's go ahead and tape up the other side with some double-sided tape. Give myself an approximate of how far I want that to be. Got my nail. I put my nail because I can see that. Right here. Alright. I can see that. Yes, I can. Okay. I'm going to move this over just a minute. And let's put some tape down here. Okay. I know on the internet there is a lot of different wonderful crafters who are brilliant in what they do. And don't ever think that you can't do something. You don't know if you don't try. Right? You got to give it a shot. You got to try. You don't know if you don't try. So if you have not ever made a junk journal before, by all means, don't think you can't try it. Or you haven't made a book before, or whatever the case is. Don't say I can't, because you can if you apply yourself correctly. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I'm going to find a spot on the craft mat. That looks good to me. I'm going to pull this back. And again, this is just me crafting. This is me, how I'm doing this. Okay? And that looks good. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I'm not too much up one way or then the other. They feel pretty good. I put my finger there. Alright. Making sure. Yes. And I'm pulling over. And then I'm going to go out. Okay? Now, what I did is I made sure that that spine was secure. So whenever I pull these up, then it's stuck. Okay? This is what fits best for me. And part of crafting, I mean, you can find your happy spot, whatever works. All right, so that is down. Okay, looks good to me. I'm going to turn it over, do the same thing on this side, right? And I'm going to take the rest of my tape. I'm going to do the same thing here. And wherever you want to start, by all means, go ahead. Find out where you want to begin that tape. It's getting fall, close to fall here. We're about in my neck of the woods, and I'm ready for some fall weather. It's been pretty hot for sure here in North Texas. I guarantee you, around the country, it's been a really hot summer, but it's always a blessing to have a relief and a break from certain seasons. Tell you, the Lord knows exactly what He's doing. Yes, He does. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the tape right here. Of course, I'm not doing this side like I did the other side. That was just to secure the spine in place. Okay? Don't throw that away. We're going to do something with that. And I have a bag waiting for me to do stuff with over here. One craft at a time. Okay. And the reason why I like using the double-sided tape, because it sticks to anything. Plastic especially. And you get that security that it's not going to move or go nowheres. Okay. I enjoy watching other people's videos as well. It's really calming if I feel like I want to just a quiet evening or whatever I'm doing. I know I can put a favorite crafter on the YouTube, and where's my scraper? It's really inspiring. I can't duplicate what they do, but you know what? I know I can make something beautiful on my own. Gives me ideas to get myself busy and start something, right? Alright, so with this being said, all done, I'm going to pull up, and I think we'll go ahead and we'll just pull it all up. Okay? Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, making sure y'all can y'all can see me on the camera. And I'm sorry if my camera moves. I have not the best camera in the world, but you know what? It does the trick. And the tripod that I have is connected to my table, and it is not very secure. Let me go ahead and turn it this way. I have just enough lighting, not too much lighting and not too little. And let me get this down here. I have the window open and the light coming through, and it's just nice to sit here and craft with you all. Alright, I'm trying to find, I have a table that's so big and so long, so I'm trying to make it all happen at once. Alright. Okay. And I don't know if y'all can hear any beeping. That's my dryer. I had dried my laundry earlier and it was making all kinds of funny things. Okay, I'm going to now pull the middle and then I'm going to pull this one and I'm going to smush at the same time. Okay? Alright. You're going to have wrinkles? That's fine. Don't worry about it. It'll be okay. Turn it around. And this is going to be very sturdy. Alright, so pull up, and pull up. Wonderful. Look at that. That moves wonderful. Now I do have another piece of packaging. And I'm going to also fold this in half to give me a visual, kind of a guide of where to put it in the middle. So I know this spine is 2 inches wide. Okay? Now, if you are just watching this video, I gave the measurements in part 1. And let's see. You're welcome to go take a look at that. This is a new YouTube channel. I don't have much videos, but I'm working on them. How about we pull it down just a little? That's better. So what I am saying, 2 inches here on the spine. So I'm going to take this line to this line, and that's my guide. Okay? Now, let's see. That's this one, approximately. And I'll lay it down. And then I'll open it up and smush it this way. Okay? And if you got sticky tape there, no worries. It's all going to work out in the end, right? Now, I'm going to take some tape over top of the one that I just did, and I'm going to stick it down that way. Right? This is going to look really cute, you guys. I really think it is. And okay, there's that. And let's go ahead and stick that down. I do have a piece there. I think I covered all that one up. And let's pull this tape here, because we're going to cover this anyhow with that paper. I think it would turn out really good. You can utilize the paper, but we're going to make this work. Okay, and you may not want to use the paper. Okay, you may think, okay, this is sufficient. This is enough. That's fine. Okay. And you can go over this way and you can cover it that way. That's what I'm going to do. And it may turn out fine that we don't need the paper bag. We're going to play. Right? I went to the edge up here, but I think I'm just going to go only to match this little bit right here. Okay, make sure I got the edge like so. Okay, and again, I'm going to secure that tape down, and I'm going to pull up the paper, the little backing on it, and all right. Now I'm going to lay this one down like so. It'll pull up if you don't smoosh it down as of yet. Now it's your option. You can cut it off or you can roll it back. I'm going to roll it back. Extra durability. And I'm going to stick it on. Make sure y'all can see me. I'm going to stick it on the plastic. Okay. Whoops. That came off on my finger, didn't it? Huh. We're gonna get rid of that. That's not gonna work. All right. And whoops, here. That's fine. Tore on the wrong one. I think I need this one right here. And right here. Just to hold it back. Is what I'm thinking. Alright. Let's go ahead and get the scrapey tool. I like get my crafting done and make me a cup of coffee, sit here and listen to some music or some scripture. Have a app where I can listen to the scripture, and it's so comforting. It's so nice. I really like it. Oh, that's nice. I like the way that folded over. This is going to be real sturdy, but I want it even more sturdy because we don't want that spine to come off. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this one. And I'll just go ahead and finish this right here. Alright, and of course I'm going to cut this one just a bit because it's kind of separated right there on, you know, where two pieces of the packaging came together. And I don't want it to kind of give me an issue later. Alright, let's get that scrapey tool there. Dollar Tree. That's where I like to go, is the Dollar Tree. I know it's hard to hear $1.25, but you have to pick and choose your battles. Do you want $1.25 or you want something that's going to be a far more money? I think, okay, $1.25 it is. Yep. All right. Now, I have my book right here, right? And I can fold it either way, okay? And it's going to be real sturdy for me. So, what I plan to do, right, is take a little bit of this right here. Now, I will show you that this was a tablecloth I got at, I believe I bought it, it has been some few years, maybe a year or so ago. It was a tablecloth, and this has a plastic, and then it has, you know, like the little felt or fabric part on here, like the cotton. I don't know if you can see that. You see that right there? Now that will stick to this beautifully. I've done some test samples, so that's what we're going to do. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to cut this, right? And I'm going to open up this one side, okay? And trying to make room of a small space here. Okay? Alrighty. I know I'm a little off camera. Give me a moment. I'm gonna cut this, and I made my granddaughter a little journal with two handles from this. It was so cute, so cute. Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do, because this is so big, I'm going to cut this off camera. I'm going to cut it to size, and I'll be right back. Okay, I cut a pretty good size piece, and I wanted to do that off camera because I know for a fact that because of my space, that paper bag would be just all up in y'all's face. Okay, so it's not cut perfect, but hey, it's going to work. All right, so the purpose of this is to, or the paper here is to give a smooth finish. So what I'm going to do is the cardboard side, okay, that I've chosen, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, first and foremost, this is just me being me, okay. I'm going to get that center line. This is, again, if you're good on squaring things up, that's wonderful. And I don't mind the wrinkles. And I'm going to take the cardboard side, which is this side, and I know that the 2-inch, this is a 2-inch, and I'm going to move that line right here, utilizing the line for the craft mat, and I'm going to put that dead center right here. Okay? I'm going to check and make sure it's going to sit pretty good. Okay? Alright, it's sitting dead center. Okay? So what I'm planning to do is I'm going to get my glue, and I am going to put some glue. Check and see where we're at. See if I want to put some double-sided tape on this. I think I do, because I don't think the plastic, this doesn't stick very well to this. I mean, what I'm trying to say is this plastic doesn't stick any very well. It will stick to the fabric, but not to this. So the experiment I did would not. Okay, so I'm going to fold this back over on this side, and I'm going to take advantage of that double-sided tape here. And let's go ahead and get her done. Okay. Okay, go ahead and get that done. Now when I put the paper with this is the outside. So when I put that in there, on there, I know it will stay. It'll stick. Okay? And again, it gives it a smoother texture, smoother finish. With the plastic of that tablecloth going on there as the cover. Let's say you're creating a new recipe in the kitchen and you need to wipe it off. It's great for that. I was just thinking about, hey, that'd work great, you know. All right, don't throw that away. Okay, and go ahead and let me grab another double-sided tape here. And yeah, have another one right here. I don't have any other big ones, so this is what we're using. Okay. Now let's go ahead and put this last one on here. Okay. Now that had tape on it, so what I'm going to do is do this. Because I already know the glue that I have won't stick to this plastic. All right, turn it around. No. How about we move that out the way, for that sticks on there when I can't get it off. All right, and I have been designing for a long time, not paper products or crafting, but I have done wedding dresses and things, and designing is just what I like to do. I like to create things and turn stuff into stuff. Yeah. Okay. So I've got a little missing piece here, so let's do that. And again, I'm not going to do it over here because paper sticks to paper, right? But this plastic did not seem to, in my experiment, did not seem to want to stick to that. Okay? Making sure I'm still on the camera here. Okay. I'm trying to keep it as in frame as I can for y'all. I like to stick that down securely well. And find a spot that'll cooperate with me. Aha, I found one. Okay. And of course, when you craft, you know very well that you're not going to have a tidy craft room. You can clean it up and put things where they go. I mean, at least you can find stuff. But if you've been creating, I don't see a clean craft room. I'm not even mad at you. Seriously, though. That's where you've been creating and making things. So, yeah, that's going to work okay. It's going to be fine. Okay, I'm taking my time here. I'm trying to go as quick as I can, but I don't want to pull up that tape, you know. And turn it this way. Doesn't matter if it's this way. This is the cardboard where I'm wanting it to stick. So what I am going to do is utilize that line I made. It just gives me rest assurance that I have it straight, because I have done some crooked stuff. I've got to like, oh man, that's not straight. Okay. Alright, so pulling back in, this is the sticky side. Pulling back in the paper bag. You can choose what size you want. Whatever side you want, you choose. Okay? But I'm going to choose, it's here, I'm going to utilize this one. And I'm going to line it up with the line I have here on my mat. That helps me and gives me a visual of approximately where I need to lay down, making sure that was the line, where I need to lay down the paper bag. Okay, and making sure, extra double sure, that was my line here. Of course, it's going to be off a little bit. Don't worry about it. It's going to get covered up anyhow. Alright. So, I'm going to open her up. This is my line right here. I'm utilizing that line with this line. Right here to here. Okay? Now, this is the sticky side right here. I am going to... Let's see. I'm going to take, there's a line here and here, right here. That's a 2 inch mark because our spine is 2 inches. And I'm going to center that up as best as I can. Yes, I am. Y'all pray for me because I'm putting it down there. It's gone. All right. It might be a little winker job, but that's okay. Now, I'm going to smooth it on there because it's not coming up. That's it. Now, you see the lines here? No worries. And what that's going to do, one, it's going to give me a little smoother texture behind this tablecloth cover that I'm fixing to make. 2, it's going to give it more stability. Okay? So the lines are not going to matter. Now, I'm going to turn it over, making sure I got it all on there straight. I have not done these, so I'm going to utilize my 3-in-1. I can also use my art glitter glue or some other kind of glue. How about we do that? Let's use good old Elmer's. And let's put that down. Okay? Get it right in that crease there. And let's go ahead and open that up some more. Okay. Get it all the way as close to the edge. It's going to be fine because once you smush that down, it'll be good. And this little makeup plastic brush that I got at the Dollar Tree. Yes, I say Dollar Tree to everything. When you're trying to find something that's affordable, go to the Dollar Tree if they have it. And this is going to smooth it out to where you're getting it to the edge, okay? But you're not going to have those little glue lines in there. Now, let's layer down. Okay? And I'll pull my... See how nice and smooth that is? That's beautiful. Durability, to make it last long, though it's a crafting, it's something you're making. Yeah. And we're going to do those on the edges too. Alright. Other side. Other side. Same thing. Rinse and repeat. Over here. Okay. If you feel confident of using a little bit extra, use a little extra. Get my brush here. And I wish I had remembered the person I saw this, who used this. I'm sorry, I don't remember. I'm sure like you all, watch videos a lot. So having to remember every last one, I apologize. I do not know who I saw have this. But I watch quite a few. Sometimes I just go and skim through some. If it's interesting, I'll watch, and if they continue to have good content, I'll subscribe. That's how I do things. All right, I'm gonna close this up so she don't dry, and then I'm going to make sure I did not squish it because it is still wet. Okay. So what I'm going to do is start from the middle out and try not to move it. Okay? And other side. Again, I apologize for the camera angle. This is just how I have it, and this is what works. So again, all I can do. All right, now I'm going to take the edge of my little scrapey tool and I'm going to work it right up against the edge of that journal. Not to tear it. Okay? And what this is going to do is going to give you that you see how this is going to give you that square effect of a book. So let's go ahead and let's do that. Okay, and I've got glue on my table. It's okay. We're crafting, right? And I'm going to use the edge. Okay. It's funny because I can hear noises that I know that y'all probably can't hear. So if I apologize for something y'all can't hear, you'll know why. It's like, did you hear my dryer go off? Alright. I'm going to square it up. Alright. Now, so we have that done. Now when I flip it over side, on the other side, excuse me, I know for a fact that that's stuck. And when I flip it up, it's going to have that crease already. Okay? Alright. And I will fold it all the way down to the edge. Okay? And I'm going to do it over here as well. Okay? Take my finger and my fingernail and not scrape it, but give it a nice crease. Okay? All right, so when I do that, I'm going to do the same over here. Maybe it's best to do it this way. Okay, let me pull this up, give that a little crease there. Help it right along here. And I'm going to pull this up like that. Make sure it's creased, because when we get it stuck down, it's stuck down. All right. All right. Just kind of maneuvering it. Okay. Okay, see what I'm doing? Moving a little fast right here. Okay, so before I glue it down, I'm going to do something that really looks good. Have you ever done like packaging and things of that nature? You know, when you do a present, you're going to have that nice little crease, and this is what I think works good. Now, you go ahead and cut your corners how you see fit. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this where it's on that fold, and I'm going to cut right in there. This is going to go. Now, I'm going to take this kind of triangle right here, and I'm going to fold it back, okay? And I'm going to utilize that right there, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trim like so, right here, okay? Now, when I pull it back, you see it has that nice corner right there. And I'm going to do that to all four sides. Okay, so rule of thumb, what you do to one, you do to the other. Okay, there's that one. Okay, and this one, I can fold it back as a guide if I choose, and I'm going to cut that. Again, you're not looking for perfection at this point. You're just trying to get them corners really mitered. You see that? And let me do the other side. I'm going to snip this one right here, and I'm going to fold this one back here. Okay, and I'm going to cut that off. I think it makes it look nice for my personal view. And go ahead and trim that. Beautiful. Now I'm going to fold this up. I'm going to make a little mitered edge there, and I'm going to cut it off. Again, you're not going to see it. There's just something I like to do. All right, now if you remember, we've got this plastic, so paper and plastic with the 3-in-1 doesn't work. At least it didn't for me. I may be doing something not right, but we're going to do this. All right, so I'm going to, how about we utilize this right here, and I'm going to utilize this piece here. See how far I can go up. Maybe I can go to the edge here, and I want it to stick to that plastic. And we'll do this middle right here. Okay, perfect. And now I want to make sure that tape is really good and stuck. I'm going to pull up the backing on this, making sure we can see each other here. Checking my time here. Okay. I want to get this covered before we move today, and I want to go up and over, not pulling too much, but I do want to get that security on that edge. Okay, see that? And then I'll go ahead and run my tool this way, because I do If you'll see here, see that? That's nice. I like that. Okay? And then smoosh that out a little bit. And then I'll get a little bit of my glue. And glue the rest in. Okay? And get my scrapey tool here and smooth it out. My little glue rag here. Okay? Like I said, you ain't going to have I don't know anybody that has the perfect, tidy craft room. I mean, if you do, great. That's wonderful. I don't. And so, yeah. It's okay. I'm trying to be an encouragement to you. Alright, so I'm going to go from the edge here, right, and go up. That's my goal of getting this down. Okay? Alright. Alright. Not straight, not perfect, but it works. Now, we're going to do this side as well. Double-sided tape on those edges right here, and I have some sticky parts right here, which is fine. Let's lay this down on this edge here, just as before. Okay, and this right here. Okay, perfect. All right. I like a strong journal, but this is going to hold up wonderful. And I'm going to take some glue while we didn't stick it down, and I'm going to go over this right here. Okay, close the lid because we don't want that to dry out. And I'm going to take that backing off, and here we go. Start with the middle, pulling out and going up. Okay, grabbing my scrapey tool, and same thing here. Okay, and going out. It's looking good, guys. It's going to really look nice when we're done. Okay? Alright. The decorating is the fun part, I think. It's always good to construct something, but to decorate it, oh man. It's like you can put your creativities into practice, right? Okay. So, a little bit more glue there. It's squishing out than I had anticipated, but we're going to be okay. Alright, final step. Okay. Again, you can always come back and put some more glue on there, y'all. Alright, let's go ahead and do the step right here. And I'm going to kind of tuck that down off in there. Let me get my scrapey tool right here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now we're cooking with Crisco. And I'm going to put some glue on both sides. Close up. Make a practice of closing them up. Let's start on this side since I had already glued that first. I'm going to go ahead and get them corners down. To me, I don't know, but to me, this is secure. It's not going to fall apart at any means. It's just not. And I have done some in variations. I have it's a little cookbook, and I'll have to share it with you. It's something I did a few years ago, and it was something I was playing around with, and I thought, you know what, a go-to cookbook would be nice if I could make me something. And my favorite recipes, I put that in there, and I use it a lot. Oh, it's in my kitchen, and I'll go ahead and pull it out when I cook, and my favorite recipes are in there. It's nice. I like it. All right. As the glue starts to dry, it might buckle up, but just stick it back down. Okay? All right. Same thing. Rinse and repeat with this side. All right. If you find some spots that are not cooperating, that's fine. Stick a little glue under there and make it work. Let's get a little art glitter glue here. And let's put some down in that little crease here. Making sure it's going to come just a tad bit. Right there. Alright. And put the pen back in. And I'm going to smush it down. You don't have to spend a lot of money crafting. I have found that out. You really don't. You really don't. Don't spend a lot of money. And if you want to, that's you, but I don't. I want to make something beautiful. I want to save money in the process of doing it. And lo and behold, when I'm done, you would have not known how much I spent on it. And it doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg to do something so beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make sure we're stuck down. See what my time is looking like. Okay, so before we go, I want to go ahead and I'm going to flip this over, okay? And it's all nice and stuck. We're going to take the 3-in-1, put this out of the way, and we're going to stick this down, okay? And we're going to get her completed. Okay? Thank you for hanging in with me. I mean, it is a pleasure to have y'all come, and just be a part of our community here on Bell Ann Craft Studio. And so, in case anybody doesn't know, my name's Belinda. Bell is my nickname. A-N-E is my middle name, Bell Ann. I had a sweet friend. She, one day she called me Bell, and it just stuck. All right. I'm gluing. And this stuff is excellent. Okay. Alright, so let's put the lid back on there. I'm going to need to get some more of that. And let's get the little tool here and smooth that out. We'll get it. If we don't get the edges, it's fine. And this does dry fast, so I'm trying to work fast here. And see? Alright. Okay. Now, before that completely, totally dries, that's my little cardboard. And this just helps smooth out them bumps. I'm going to take some of this and I'm going to put it over top. If I can get it to help me out here. I want this to stick. And we can go back because I'm almost out of that 3-in-1. So let's go ahead and utilize what we got, right? Okay? And I will tell you, if it doesn't work, I'm going to tell you it don't work. I'm not going to lead you to mislead you to think something's not going to work and it's, or something is going to work and it doesn't. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make sure I tell you that worked. No, that did not work. And if you have some suggestions, something that you found that works, hey, share it. We're all learning here, right? Okay, so I've determined that's going to be my top. Okay? Now, the orientation of this, I like the way that is. So again, I'm going to line it up with my craft mat. And I know that my 2-inch mark, I want to line up right here. Right here. So when I fold this in half, okay, it's going to lay right in the middle. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take this, center it right approximately while the glue is wet, and I can kind of manipulate it however I need to, and this is going to be beautiful, you guys. So beautiful. Let me turn it over, making sure I've got enough. If I don't, I'm going to move that up to where I can get that where it will flap over a little bit. Let me get this. Okay. Because I noticed I had more down here than here. So the object is trying to make sure that I am relatively straight. Now we're good. So even if it's a little off, it's fine, because you can see I've got enough to fold over, and that's what I'm going for. Okay, so I'm going to turn it back over, make sure I get the glue off. I don't want no glue on this, and I am going to smooth it out. And I know our time is coming to a close. Okay, and this does need to dry as well. Okay, all right, how's that? So once I get this fairly straight, okay, on there where the cover of it's not like this, that I don't want that, and it would kind of look weird when I fold it. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and manipulate the spine just a little. Okay, and you see how beautiful that is. Isn't that beautiful? That's so pretty. Y'all, that's pretty. Give me a thumbs up if you think this is pretty. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get my 3-in-1. Thanks for hanging in with me. And I'm going to put it around here because that 3-in-1 will stick. And then we're going to let it dry, and then when we come back, we're going to finish it up. Okay? So y'all would know how to do a cover. Okay? And as I go ahead and follow through some different things and figuring out what to put in it, and yeah, I'll bring you along. How's that? Okay, trying to smooth out them little bumps, get some on the edge there. All right, so folding it up, tacking it down. Okay, I'm going to grab one of these little clips to hold it down. This will need to dry. 3-in-1 relatively dries fairly well, but again, I want it to dry. I want it to stick. And I'm going to stick it under some things that are heavy, so I know it's going to stick. It's going to stay and dry well. Okay? Now I'm going to do the same thing on those edges, on those corners, as I did the paper bag. Okay? Okay? I'm pulling up. This is what I'm getting, but that glue is going to dry. Okay. And I'm going to give it a snip. See which way I want to go here. I'm going to give it a snip if I can. I'm trying to hurry because I was going to say Bible study. Yes, I have a YouTube channel for Bible study, and yeah, I've been busy today, you guys. Okay. I'm going to snip this. There we go. Alright, so with that, I'm going to pull this over. I'm going to pull this back, and that's going to be my miter corner right there. Beautiful. Look at that. That's pretty. And I'm going to do it to this side as well. Now, if I go ahead and I snip it just a little there, give it some room, and I pull that down there and I pull that up, that will work too. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do it just like I did the other. You see that? That's a beautiful mitered corner right there. And we'll go ahead and match it up to this line right here. Okay? And I'm going to kind of clean it up a bit. There we go. It's better when you turn it a certain way or you can make it work. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to have to glue that back down on that side, and when we come back on our next video, we're going to choose, I'll choose what kind of inside interior fabric. I'm thinking fabric, and go ahead and start doing those. Maybe I saw some cute designs for how to implement a waterfall effect for being it is for if I can think straight, a cookbook, but implementing the journal part of it is what I think will work out great. So we're going to go ahead, pull this up, fold this over. Again, if you have a great method that works for you, by all means use it. This is what I like. That makes it look really tidy and nice. And of course, I'm going to make book corners, the corners for those, and I'll show you how we do those. Okay? And go ahead. Don't want to leave you hanging here. I want to cut that off. Okay. And I did a little bit more there because I'm in a hurry. But it's all good, isn't it? Okay, so let me get a little bit more glue on this. And then, again, if you like videos, I'm sure if you're here just passing through, and you want to be part of what we're doing here at Belle Ann Craft Studio, please, by all means, give me a like and share it with your friends. It really does help. Being it's a new channel, every little bit helps. Okay? And feel free of checking out my my ministry channel. If you would like to do that you are welcome to join us there. If you like Bible study, please follow along. Okay, she's stucking down. I'm going to have to get some more. Running low. And there we go. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to put this underneath something heavy so it will stick. Okay? Wonderful. You can get little clips like so. I get these Dollar Tree. At the Dollar Tree, However, wherever you like to shop, this is where I go. Thank you for joining me. I'm enjoying our crafting time together. If you would like, share, and subscribe to this channel, go ahead and share it with your friends and help me grow this community if this is something you like to do. I appreciate you coming in. And until next time, thank you for coming. Bye-bye.